Okay. So, I'll start this video out by saying that we don't know everything that's going on, right? At this point in time, we don't know all the details, so it might be a little bit unfair to come to any conclusions here, but at the end of the day, we're talking about an update with the Montreal Canadiens and a player who is currently in Laval. You already know from the title and the thumbnail, today we're talking about Joshua Roy. But this time around, we're not making a video going over how good he is or how many points he's got. Just in case you needed that scoop, he actually is producing a decent amount of points in the AHL. He's got 3 points in 4 games played so far, although it should be noted that the 3 points that he had were all from 1 game. That was Alex Barré-Boulet's debut game with the Laval Rocket earlier on Friday. So Joshua doing his thing. Hopefully he gets better, hopefully he's able to find himself on the NHL roster sometime soon. Marty St. Louis said that his brain was hockey mind, is like a computer, and he thinks about the game to a really high level, but everything else away from the puck and all that needed work, which is why he got sent down. Anyways, the reason we're talking about Roy is because of an autograph signing event that he ended up having at Universe Collectibles. Here's the graphic that they posted. Public signing, October 20th at 14:30 to 15:30, so 2:30 to 3:30. For your items, you could bring a regular item in, it would be $40. A premium item is $57, and then an inscription is $17. Universe Collectibles will give a big shout out over to them. Their address is over here. The address is on the screen right now. So today they had themselves Joshua, right? Kinda cool. The tweet from Maxime Truman, translated to English, reads this: Joshua had a signing session scheduled today at Universe Collectibles in Vaudreuil from 2:30 to 3:30. He had signed the contract to show up. However, and this is where our story comes from, Joshua did not give any sign of life, and he didn't show up. About 60 fans waited for him for an hour. They were reimbursed. Okay, that's not a good look. Joshua had an interview session signed up for today. He had the contract signed and everything. It was confirmed he was going to be there. Fans were waiting. Fans were anticipating him. And he didn't show up. He no-showed. I don't know if it's like, oh, he forgot or whatever, but there was no notice, apparently, from Roy for this situation. And let's go out there and read some of the replies over here. Is there anyone who would pay for a Joshua signature? I like him here, but let's not exaggerate. Guy Lafleur did it for free. Okay. Yeah, standards have changed, I guess. I don't know, that's a very fair comment to make. By the way, most of these comments are in French that I translated to English via the Google machine. Another reply goes out there and says, I wouldn't want to cross the Ile aux Torques Bridge either these days. It's a disaster. But honestly, that blows. I know the owner and the staff of this store. They're nice people. Another reply says, yeah, like, I know these people too. The folks, Guy and Francis, who organized the event are reliable. I've shared the details about the event here. Guy, Francis, and the fans deserve better than this. It's unacceptable to do this. The least you could do is say, sorry, I have an impediment. I have something going on. I can't come. Not reliable, Joshua. And furthermore, this was posted by Habs on Reddit. This is not a good look by Joshua to not show up to a meet and greet autograph event for fans who are waiting for him. There could have been a legitimate reason. Ellie Keats goes out there and says, yeah, like, I'm not going to freak out or speak ill will without knowing more. And obviously that, I think, is probably the best way to maneuver around this, because obviously it is noteworthy that a guy would not show up to his own prior commitment. There are a bunch of ways this could have gone down. Either A, he just straight up forgot, which I don't want to believe would have been the case. Like, I think NHL players who are professional athletes probably should have a better way of keeping things around the clock properly. Of course, you know, if there was, like, some dire news, some crazy thing that happened that needed Joshua's attention in his personal life, then okay, like, that's totally fine. But you just gotta let somebody know, man. Like, I don't know, to ghost an autograph meet and greet event, that's not cool. You might have legitimate reason to do that, but at the end of the day, you need to let people know. And just kind of scouring online, it seems like there doesn't really appear to be a reason that was listed out here. It doesn't seem like Joshua has contacted the place at all or anything. If he did later on, then I just might have missed it. But you hope that there was a real reason behind this. Either he got busy with something else or what. I think if the excuse is, oh, he actually just forgot, maybe that's a little bit better. Who knows? I mean, it's more innocent. It kind of speaks to an undisciplined character, but it's like, okay, well, if you just forgot, then you forgot. It's not like there's any ill will there. Some of the comments on the RHAB subreddit talk about the situation too. Let's hope there was just a mistake, and this isn't like an attitude problem or anything. And I'm thinking about it like, okay, what kind of attitude problem would be there? Huh. Like, if you try to fill in the blanks, would it speak to somebody's attitude and problematic character if they don't show up for a signing event? Like, it seems so unreasonable for somebody to agree to something like that and just be like on the day of, oh no, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go. Sorry, screw you guys. 60 people waiting outside? Screw that, I don't care. Like, that seems so inhumane, and I don't think it's really possible. Right? I don't know. Scrolling down into some of the other comments here on the subreddit, I doubt the Montreal Canadiens will brush this off. Jeff Molson definitely will not. Yeah, Jeff doesn't screw around when it comes to the fan experience. Being a Habs fan is expensive. The last thing he wants is a player not giving their all to a paying customer. Some of the other commenters on here are going out there and talking about the place, how they have an Instagram account that was posting about Wah on their stories and stuff, and speculation has now been brought up as to whether or not the Canadiens would be getting involved here, wanting to look at this. Some people are actually questioning the legitimacy or the existence of the store, and, you know, I mean, the store is a real place. It's on Instagram. Oh man, I just realized they posted stories of Joshua. Oh, this is us when Joshua is late. Us when Joshua doesn't show up. Oh man. Ay, ay, ay. It's getting kind of ugly, isn't it? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, they've got a lot of hockey boxes and stuff. Cards, the new 2024-2025 Series 1 and stuff. It looks like a cool place. Looks like a real place. Like, of course, these guys exist. And we got a lot of people on Twitter saying that they know the people who run this place, so obviously it doesn't seem like anything is fishy here, aside from, and I will say this was talked about as well in the Reddit thread comments, some people are saying that the posters and the advertisements that they have for the Joshua signing are really, like, fake looking. And look, I'll say this, like, this is the graphic they have on their Instagram. Oh, Joshua's gonna have a public signing here October 20th. Like, the graphic is crap. We'll say that. But if you've been around any hockey stores or sports memorabilia stores and they have posters with signings and everything, dude, these posters usually look like crap. Like, the guy who's making them doesn't usually have any significant experience making any sort of a graphic design. Like, I don't know, I'm here in Vancouver. Anytime I think about a Pastime Sports graphic for a Marcus Naslund signing or a Sport Check, they've got Kirk McLean out there. Those graphics are usually terrible. They're just like a texture or like a hockey stick or something, and then they got the face profile of the main guy, and then there'll usually be some really terrible text in an obnoxiously weird color that's like, oh, signing event, this date, this time, this location. Like, these graphics always suck. So I don't really buy the idea that some Canadiens fans on the subreddit are saying, oh yeah, because the graphic is so bad, maybe this thing isn't real. Maybe this store is just trying to make Joshua look bad. Like, I don't know, man. There are a lot of people in that video. They would need to get a lot of extra people on board with this crappy idea to make him look bad, if that was the case. I'm probably more inclined to believing that this store is real and there was some sort of a signing event that was scheduled that apparently Joshua just didn't show for. So I presented all of my stuff here. That's my thought process about it. I think there's a lot more that we need to know first before we come to any conclusions. I don't want to come to any conclusions, I just want to talk about it. So you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What are your thoughts about Joshua and the apparent missed public signing that he had here at Universe Collectibles in St. Charles, Vaudreuil-Dorion? And yeah, I apologize for any butcherings of the pronunciations. I haven't really gotten up to date with my French. It's been 5 years, 6 years, excuse me. Thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this Vrishashol 99, and bye.